What's going on, everyone? So we got an insane video here to cover, starting with this individual here who wanted to post his memories for his dad about him buying him an Xbox and what that meant to him. And then we got David Jaffe going off the rail. Yeah, David Jaffe's back again. If you guys don't know, David Jaffe, was an American video game designer, best known for directing Twisted Metal and God of War series. In 2019, he was chosen by IGN as one of the top game creators of all time, top 100. During that time, he was in the sun. He got tossed out, obviously. And ever since then, he's went insane. I just don't know if he's ever recovered his sanity, because we can go back to David Jaffe. He's been around. He has some work here, right? Not a ton, but enough to put his imprint into the gaming industry. Well, fast forwarding to the present right now, let's start off here with this tweet and let's just dissect this a bit. This is why I like to get started into this type of stuff, because you're talking to a master of psychology here. But hold on. He says, "Dad, you bought me my first Xbox." This is not console warring. This is about this guy's memory and his emotional ties to his dad and how much it means to him. "If it wasn't for you, I would have never fallen in love with this game. Next week, I get to compete in a race to master prestige for Black Ops 7. So obviously he's a Call of Duty guy. Brought 2 controllers so you can play alone from up there." Smart guy, he's up there. Just to give you some remedy, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been around a long time, you know what I mean? This ain't my first rodeo. You know, I'm young, son is young, you know what I mean? But not a fairy tale. But people can believe what they want. That's your own beliefs. That's fine. I know what I know in my heart and my soul. Okay, so this is fine. What's wrong with this, right? This is his own personal memory. He wanted to share this with the world, and I'm pretty sure he wanted emotional support with this, or just shut the hell up, loser. So we see things going down here. Xbox comes in and they tweet something for him as well. He sends a heart back. You know, you just kind of respect. There's nothing wrong with this, right? If you are mature and grown up, right? So David Jaffe comes in and says, "This is an Xbox." And it's like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, oh, hold on here a second. You know what I mean? I don't understand how this is relevant to this type of situation. I thought he was sharing something in real life and then something he wanted to do and think of, you know, you kind of leave that stuff alone if you don't want to support it, right? This is something you do as a, decent human being. It's not that hard to not say anything in this situation. If you're gonna come and say something stupid like that, you can do that on entertainment posts that are in the console war world, not on a sensitive subject like this. And it's just very disappointing coming from David Jaffe. Yeah, he's disappointing me, because I love the original God of War series. I love the Twisted Metal series. That was kind of like a mature alternative game to Nintendo's Mario Kart multiplayer style, if you get what I mean. So he comes in and says, "This is an Xbox." And I'm like, hold on, because I first looked at Astro's tweet and I'm like, I need to dig in to find more evidence, because this is not enough. And then I went to look for the video and the video was deleted, right? So this is his first reply to that. I don't understand why you would put that on blast, having the influence that you have to 73.1K followers. This is wicked, evil behavior. Yeah, David Jaffe, you're acting like a Satanist now, in the worst sense. So he comes down and then he says after this, he has the audacity to say after this, he didn't stop. "And before you come at me," because he knew this was going to happen. What a damn clown. "Before you come at me, losing parents suck. So why did you say this is an Xbox over that, though, and put that on blast for attention? And then knew that that was going to happen, and then you're going to come and defend yourself after. Now you're making it about you, you ugly piece of shit. You selfish piece of shit. That's what you are. You're an ugly, selfish piece of shit. That's what you are. Both my mom and dad are basically said are gone, and I missed them all the time, but I can still laugh about..." Once again, dude, what does that have to do with his feelings that are relevant to that situation? Now you're talking about you again. You're retarded. It's going to tell you. Still laugh about shit, and they would have as well. Joke. No jokes. Again, like I said, you dumbass clown. I hate clowns. Joking aside, though, so sorry for your loss. No, you're not, because you wouldn't have posted that, and now you're trying to damage control after being a retard. And then you know you're caught. It does get easier. No. We don't want you saying anything, you stupid clown. Just shut up. It does get easier, and if we are lucky to have had parents that we loved, we'll go through it. And certainly that beats the alternative be well. So no. You need to get well. You need something that's wrong with you. Something is wrong with you in the spirit. You got some type of spiritual malady to do that type of behavior. Then come down, not even realize what you just wrote like that. Then saying joking aside, and then say sorry for the loss, and then saying things are going to get easy, and then say lucky that we have had parents that we love, we'll go through it. And it certainly beats the alternative be well. You wanted to be well, but you say all this type of stuff and put this on blast like it's some entertainment. Like I said, you're an idiot. You're not even seeing everything you're doing. So to continue to go down, we're not done with this. Well, I swear, man, these people that are supposed to be leaders and influencers, I don't know what else to tell you. He says, I'm all for pitch black humor, right? If that was just in your own world, right? It's the optics, though. This guy has 1,500 followers and you have 50 times more. No amount of belated well-wishing, and I do not doubt your sincerity, will possibly help putting the toothpaste back in the tube. Pretty much. It's, I mean, you let the cat fully out the bag and, oof. Not trying to put the toothpaste back in the tube. Check the timestamp. I posted them pretty much right after another. The video's down, so we can't see it. But we got to work with what we have here. The optics are fine. Anyone who reads my tweets know that this was humor, and I'm still very sympathetic for his loss. No, dude. It is not the right way to do that. That you're totally off with this. You just shouldn't have said anything and kept it to yourself. It doesn't get easier. You just get used to the law. Yeah. This isn't your parent, it's someone else's. And he's like, oh, yes, it's not. He says, what kind of narcissistic do you have to be to think this is okay just because you can laugh about it? Pretty much. He says, I do not know. You tell me what kind of narcissistic I need to be because I don't know what a narcissistic is. You think this, you see what I mean? He's playing games with you, by the way. He's an idiot. Josh says the same thing right here. That's not a win you think it is. It isn't, though. You're an idiot. Oh, please, you're only saying this because people are calling you out. So he came in to defend his stupidity that he posted. You wouldn't even have to do that if you would have been a moron to begin with. Life and death situations, you don't joke on that. Okay. So he says, you don't care at all. No, because you wouldn't have done that. He did that for his own demise and for his own attention. Keep going ahead and being a douchebag to everyone else and lashing out anytime someone says something that offends you. You complain about people saying stuff about trans people, yet will make fun of someone's parents' death. And joke, that's what he just did, basically. Good point out. Get in there and make it about you. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm sure wherever they are, they're disappointed in you. Yeah, exactly. F off, you are lying. You literally talked S over somebody's death. You POS. Yeah, he deserves it. He deserves it. No, yeah. It's deserved. We're not done here. All right, here goes the second post. This is what he says after this right here. He has the audacity, instead of coming out and correcting and admitting his wrong, he says, oh, S up, you effing babies. See, he wasn't sorry. My parents are dead as well. It sucks. And even when they died, my dad on Halloween, and you can bet we all laughed about it. I'm still trying to figure out how that's relevant and subjective to his situation, which is subjective to his experience that he wanted to share that with. And now you're trying to damage control and share your experience, which you got over with a long time ago. You're way older than him and should be way more mature and be a much better guide about that, and could have came with a more healing post, but you didn't. You came with the worst possible post, and then you're trying to damage control and joke, and then you have the audacity to come out and attack all those people who are telling you that you're clearly wrong. Then he continues to laugh about it. We tried to accept and give and more at the same time. We didn't become a bunch of overly serious assholes. Dude, you are the one that is the asshole. Yeah, you're a desensitized asshole. That first thing, this is an Xbox, what's wrong with you? Dude, you started off everything wrong. What are you talking about, dude? Paris comes in now, you're wrong for this. You should just delete this and apologize. That would be the right thing to do. Then you would say, you know, it's not about me feeling like I'm right in a situation where I'm clearly wrong and went off the deep end. Psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, just in so many dimensions, dude. You need to come back, ground yourself, make remedy in a certain sense, and do the right thing. But are you going to do that? I don't think so, because something's wrong with this guy, obviously. Idiotic statement. Oh, wow, so many people, so many triggered people. Huh. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what he's trying to paint out. So let's go down here a little bit and read into this. How desperate for attention are you? It's Smash JT or one of the ass clowns did this to you would be peer clutching hard. I'm sorry, but damn, you get what you put out, bro. If Smash JT wrote this post, it would serve as proof that A, he had a father and wasn't spit out of a test tube designed to make the world's stupidest human, and B, he actually had played a video game in the last year. Both would be a win for the man. Oh, good Lord, this guy, man. You know, like at this point, I just don't know what to say. Like, well, see, this is where I step in with this type of situation, because I can step in and be a medium and ground things with through equilibrium and just tell you this type of behavior you do not want to imitate, and you do not keep posting. What you do immediately is go to him and say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. You could just done that. And everybody else I apologize to. That's it. That's all you had to do. Delete everything else. Or leave it up if you say, I'll leave it up if you guys want to see how shameful I was. But if you want me to delete it, please let me know. There's ways to do this, but he's not doing any of this. I'm giving you ideas. So he says, so it sucked when they died. Did this guy's dad just pass away? Do you know? Do you care? So it's a time limit thing. What are the rules? Can you define them? I mean, that's a good post, Josh. This guy says, no, you shut the hell up. Having saying both parents died doesn't give you a carte blanche to say whatever the F you please without blowback. That's his pretty much parents, not yours. Let's say, so this is subjective. He's trying to objectify things, though, in the wrong manner without realizing subjective situation to the time, place, and situation. Let's evaluate this properly. No matter what he does, he was wrong to ever say this is an Xbox on top of that. That was totally off, and this doesn't make any sense. It shows that there's something inside of him that's wrong that did that. So it should have never happened. This guy says, what are you trying to achieve here? You're blaming us for the deaths or justifying making fun of others' loss because you suffered as a loss as well? What a disgusting human being. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way to dance around this. He's clearly wrong. Objectively, he is wrong. It's not subjective. Because, guys, let me tell you something. There's clear wrong and there's clear right. Let's not be confused. You know what I mean? And then there's the obvious, and then there's like, okay, that's subjective. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to tell you, do you want a plate of dog S on your plate, or do you want a good home-cooked meal? Nobody's going to choose the dog crap. It's obvious you want that other, unless you just have some problems to me. Like I said, there's clear right, there's clear wrong, and then there's the opinion, and then there's, dude, you're obviously wrong, man. This is wrong, and everybody knows this. It's instilled in you to know this feels wrong. It's wrong. Like I go in a female's restroom, I feel a certain way, get out. It's wrong. You know what I mean? Like there is no objectifying certain things because it's the creator putting everybody a clear compass where it's like, this is wrong. Don't try to justify anything else. Everybody knows it's wrong morally. It is. So, but you know, if you have people trying to justify their own morality, he can just say, oh, it's fine to me. And then evil can say, oh, I'm okay with doing this to people. It's fine. You don't want to play that game with evil. Trust me. Guys, there's a clear right and there's a clear wrong. And he's clearly wrong. And everybody knows this. Let's stop playing games here. Let's get the jokes stuff aside, clown show down, entertainment stuff down, and let's talk about some real life stuff here because this is real life to some guy's emotional tie to his father. And like I said, it is wrong. Okay? All right, so we know this now. We're not confused because that's just confusion if you're trying to think anything else. This guy's like, so what are you freaking out about? The obvious consequence of the idiotic choices you made when joking about someone else's death, knowing they were idiotic. Everybody is clearly wrong. It's a human compass in you that is telling you it's been installed in you. You know what I mean? It's wrong, dude. We don't do this stuff over here. It's like you guys saw me cover the Kirk situation. You guys see me getting these type of serious situations. I see this type of stuff. I'm stepping in because like, oh no, we cannot be having this type of behavior, and we need the right influencers to tell the right thing on this platform. Seriously. So my parents are dead, so my joke about someone else's is fine. No, exactly. That's very good logic. You know how stupid that sounds? Love that. I love the implication because you lost your parents. That means you can be a total effing asshole to this guy. You're laughing during your own grieving process and laughing at someone else's grieving process are not remotely the same. You are being a pretentious dick. Yes, 100%. Just saying. You see what I mean? These people are coming in because this is the life responding to you saying, no, dude, everybody's going to come in and let you, no. And the good part of them is just coming out typing that. Now, yeah, think about it. It's just right there in front of you, Mr. Jaffe. Think about it. If you need to find dude, if something's wrong with you, man, talk to people, man, because a little bit worried about you now, man. And people used to look up to you as a God of War creator. Twisted man, I mean, when you were in the sun, man. I know you got out. Yeah, you don't like it. You want to get back in the spotlight. But this is not the way to do it. The glory days are over with, man, and it's time to find your sanity. So you guys let me know what you think about this good post, Josh, and everybody else. I'll tag you guys. Good Lord, man. I mean, we're seeing it. This is what I mean. Like, you guys were supposed to be leaders. You're disappointing me. Later.